All right, folks, it is an honor right now to have with me right now one of the greatest Hollywood icons of all time. This man has done everything from television, movies. You know him as always, Dan Roebuck, one of the greatest icons in history. Dan, do not know your heads could get bigger. It should get bigger, not smaller. This is one of the greatest actors of all time. We're talking about U.S. Marshals, The Fugitive. We're talking about being the Count in The Munster. We're talking about the television shows that this man has been on, the most iconic television shows in history. We're going back to the 80s. We're talking about the 90s. We're talking about all this. Dan, tell me, what has been the greatest of all these great actors and movie stars? What is the one experience that you just sticks out over? Was it with Robin Williams? With somebody? What's that one highlight?
It was being on the Bob Show.
Yeah.
The Bob Show is the highlight of my career. I'm telling you, I've worked with Andy Griffith, I've worked with Harrison Ford, but now I'm working with you, Bob. And this is the greatest moment of my life.
There's no glass ceiling, and once you hit that, you can't go any higher.
No, I'm actually going to go commit suicide.
All right, well, no, we don't want that to happen, folks. One of the greatest actors. I got to go to his house in L.A. 2008. He's got a special, but we're not going to keep that secret. Secret location, secret headquarters, not near your house. It's it's somewhere in L.A.
Yeah, no,
somewhere.
Anyway, there's a restraining order now, Bob.
Yeah, I know.
So
Sorry about. I did not get served that. They did not knock on my door. Technically, that order was not in. I did. Oh, I guess I did get. Oh, well, we'll just talk about that. All right, let's talk about Harrison Ford, The Fugitive, U.S. Marshals. What was that experience like?
Well, it was a dream come true. And how about this? Here's the real story. I almost blew it because I was shooting Matlock, and I was on a hiatus, and I was over at Warner Brothers waiting for the audition, and I waited 45 minutes, 55 minutes, an hour. I was next up. Right when I stood up to go in, they said, Andy Harrison's on the phone for you. So the director walked out of the office, walked in. He goes, I'm sorry. Goes in the other office. Another 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Finally, he comes out of the office. He goes, I'm sorry. And he goes in the other office. And I almost left. And the casting director said, Dan, it'll be worth it. Just sit down. And I look back now, where did I have to be other than auditioning for The Fugitive with Harrison Ford? What was so busy on my schedule? So I went in and the director said, he goes, I'm so sorry to keep you waiting. And I said, I'll be perfectly honest with you. If Harrison Ford had called me, I would have made you wait 40 minutes. Yeah. And I think that got me the job.
That's an awesome story. Yeah. That's awesome, man. And what about just recently you did The Count of the Munsters? How did that come about? I saw you with the makeup and the great stuff. How did that come about?
Well, I've worked with Rob a lot, and I think I've proven myself, and he knows there's no one who loves the Munsters as much as him as I do. So he probably knew, say he thought there might be another actor who'd be better, they would have had to truly put me on suicide watch if they made it without me. So I think he just thought, better, less messy, less lost.
When you lay down in front of his driveway coming home, I think he got the message that you wanted it more than anybody. And then when you did that, they're like, we got to go with Dan. He wants it more than anybody.
He's very kind. He just called out of the blue one day and said, do you want to play Grandpa Munster in a movie version of the Munster? And I said, if you're punking me, be the meanest thing anyone did. Tammy was sitting next to me in the car. She was wearing a Lily Munster shirt. It was crazy.
That's so awesome. God is good. God is great. We're so thankful for everything God has done for us today, and we prayed for him before we came in to get Dan Roebuck on the show, and we did. Let's talk about right here some of the most iconic television shows. I was just watching the episode, The New Adventures of Christine, the Christmas episode. That's being replayed. So you got any memory working with Julia Louis-Dreyfus? I mean, this is incredible.
Come on,
she's awesome, huh? And she was so hot in that. I was like, I watch her in Seinfeld, but man, she's so hotter in New Adventures of Christine, right?
Before she was married to Brad Hall, there was a time when I was like, oh, that's a beautiful woman.
Yeah. Funny, too. How do you get a funny woman? Oh, my God. She can make you laugh and tell.
Yeah, no, she's terrific. Yeah. That episode we're swingers, right? It turns out they come and we turn out we're all swingers.
Yeah.
And I remember that I had to kiss that pretty lady. And, now 20 years ago, if you had to kiss a pretty lady, you just kissed a pretty lady. Now, this was 10 years ago or 8 years ago. So what they do is they bring in a coordinator who comes in and talks to you about the kissing, and it was like I looked at the lady. I go, "Are you okay if I kissed you?" I'd welcome it. Fine. You too. Like, it required nothing.
Right.
Other than the consent of two grown-up people.
Incredible how acting is
Yeah,
today.
and how they've made it.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's the enemy of art.
Right.
Guess what?
I understand what you're doing.
People
As long as
kiss
when
each
she
other.
signed up for it, she knows it's a kissing scene. She knew ahead of time that she was going to kiss you. And ladies are lining up to kiss Dan Roebuck. I mean, I seen the line out there. Did you see the woman in the stormtrooper costume? You saw that, right? The Darth Vader girl was looking at you.
Oh, she was?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the voice. Yeah. We're talking about George Lucas. And Star Trek, The Next Generation, that's also something. That's a great segue. You did Star Trek.
Star Trek, Star Wars.
Star Trek.
I'm a big star.
I mean, you're a big star. One of the biggest celebrities of all time, folks. One of the biggest movie stars right here, Dan Roebuck. We're so glad to have him here in Boxborough.
As Bob's saying that, people walking by going, "Who's that?" Right behind you.
But see, I got you hyped up, though.
Yeah,
but now it's gonna be in their ear, and they're going to walk back and be like, I remember him.
I remember that. Bob told me about that guy.
Tell me about that guy.
But yes, so everything's great. Look,
Awesome.
but
What do you got coming up now, 2025?
That's what's
Let's plug
important.
it.
Let's
Okay, let's talk about now.
plug right there. Boom.
Right here. Boom.
Boom. You reading that? That's Saint Nick of Bethlehem. This is out on Amazon right now, Amazon Prime. It is written and directed by myself and Spencer Fulmar.
Wow.
And I star as Nick, Saint Nick of Bethlehem.
Look at that. It's a comedy, Christmas comedy for the kids. What are we looking at
It's
here?
Christmas comedy for the kids.
Okay.
This is not a Hallmark movie.
Okay,
This is
it's not a Hallmark.
500 times better.
Okay. All right. This is
So-
incredible.
So that's out now.
Amazon Prime, and then what do we got coming up after that?
After that, the Hail Mary movie, My Love Letter to the Nuns Who Raised Me, Sisters of St. Joseph.
Wow.
That'll be out in April or May, and then Tuesday's Flu will be out later this year too. So I've been writing and directing a lot.
They can't stop you.
I don't know how to stop. I honestly, I'm making a lot of jokes. The fact is, I've got a beautiful wife here. Tammy, come say hi.
Bring her in. This is the woman right here. Without this woman, Dan wouldn't be the man he is today. Let's give the credit to the wife right here. This woman who stood by his side, supported him, and been there for him. They have a great family, and so blessed by God to have this great wife and woman in your corner.
It's all very true. Get off. It's all very true. I don't know what I'd do without her. But we make jokes. She edits with me. She produces with me. She creates with me.
Does she have a sister? I mean,
She does have a sister.
good.
Yeah, a twin sister.
all right. Well, there you go.
There you go.
You got my card, right? I give you my. Well, you got the restraining order. It should say down. You got my info on the restraining order.
I thought your card said you were clear. No? All right.
No, straight, man. We got. You know what's going on here. Folks, Dan Roebuck here, one of the greatest of all time. Thank you for your time so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it don't get any bigger, it don't get any better than one of the greatest Hollywood icons of all time. This man right here. Come on down, get his autograph, get something, buy the merchandise. The one and only Dan Roebuck, Northeast Comic Con.